everybody, and welcome to episode 5, coming to you from Nuremberg Hauptbahnhof. I'm about to board the intercity train up to Frankfurt. It's about a 2-hour trip. Got some supplies for the trip. So it should be a good journey. Welcome to the continuation of episode 5 of the Awkward Introverted Traveller, coming to you from Hanover, Hauptbahnhof. Frankfurt was mainly just about catching up with a friend, so that was really good to see. Frankfurt's a pretty industrial place. It's where all the finances run out of, so there's lots of skyscrapers. It reminds me a little bit of Singapore or Hong Kong in terms of the skyscrapers and all the big banks and things like that. It's very much the commerce centre of Germany, and it's a beautiful place to visit. And the chances are, if you come to Europe or fly to Germany, you'll come via Frankfurt, so you get the chance to see it for yourself if you come to Europe via Germany. In terms of some segments that I wanted to cover off in this episode 5, the Awkward Introverted Traveller. It's been a couple of days since I've done that segment. The first one is a continuation of people asking me for directions. It's becoming a bit of a joke now. Someone yesterday was yelling out to me across a four-way intersection asking for directions, so that's some pretty hardcore desperation on their part to try and get some sort of directions. Needless to say, I just kept walking. What else has been happening? With my little friend Farouk from Tajikistan, I did the typical introverted thing, and I said that I would meet him somewhere, that I would make plans to see someone, but then I cancelled, so feeling that he was possibly waiting for me, but it's part of being an introvert, making plans that you know you're not going to keep, so it's just, what's the word, it has the job of befriending an introvert. And my excuse is I was running very late for the train yesterday. However, as you'll see, I did manage to make it. What else has been happening? The other awkward thing is doing these pieces to camera. I'm now doing them in front of everybody. So that's definitely pushing me out of my comfort zone and into my stretch zone, so that feels quite interesting to do. But I don't know these people, I'm never going to see these people again, so who really cares? My 3 R's, my rant, reflection and reward. I wasn't going to have a rant. It's been a pretty smooth sailing trip so far. However, just in arriving in Hanover, going up the escalator, the man in front of me decided to fart in my face. So if you imagine, the escalator goes up like this. The backside was there, my face was there. So that was not very pleasant. So that gave me a bit of fodder for my rant just now. And he had his daughter with him, and she was a little bit behind him as well. So when we got to the top of the escalator, not proud to say, I kind of tried to run her over with my suitcase. So not my proudest moment, but yeah, what can you do? I was pretty upset. My reflection, after 4, 5, 6 days, 5 days so far, I still hate travelling by myself, so I'm glad that yesterday and for the rest of the trip I'll be with friends, so that'll make it all the more enjoyable. And my reward, practicing just going with it and being unstructured and unplanned is borne fruit. So yesterday in Frankfurt had the opportunity to have a picnic with a group of Christine's friends, so that was quite nice to spend the evening down on the river Main in Frankfurt, overlooking the city centre and the river there, so that was really enjoyable and a chance to meet some people, so that was quite cool. So definitely the reward of just going with it, going with the flow, being unstructured and not having plans is coming up front, so that's great. And finally, some cultural considerations. There's no such thing as a liquor ban here in Germany. Everyone drinks everywhere, so that's quite random. They've obviously got quite a different relationship with alcohol compared with over in New Zealand. It's quite normal to drink in the parks and the beer gardens, obviously, in the public squares and things like that, so that's quite interesting to see. No one's getting hammered or anything like that, so quite a mature relationship with alcohol compared with what we see in the New Zealand media anyway.
From platform 8 and ICE 789 to Munich main station via Göttingen.
So that announcement there is telling me that my train to Berlin is running 5 minutes late, so much for German efficiency. However, it's another beautiful warm day here in Düsseldorf, so not to worry. So it's next stop Berlin. It's about another 2 hours to go. It was 2 hours from Frankfurt to here in Hanover. Getting a bit confused. Düsseldorf, Hanover, same probably. That looks like my train there, so I'm going to board and we'll come to you with episode 6 in Berlin. Much good, take care, cheers. And one last thing, a big shout out to my posse, Hey San, thanks for being an avid watcher, love your work.